Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing another in-depth review on my AUTOart signature model car collection, and I've got on the turntable the AUTOart Koenigsegg Agera. Now if you haven't seen my Koenigsegg CCX review, please go and check it out. I uploaded that a few weeks ago and it seems to be doing quite well. This one is the successor to the CCX from Koenigsegg, and they are both AUTOart signature model cars. This Agera from AUTOart is quite rare now. AUTOart have stopped making these signature models, and when I do reviews on them, I always get comments or Instagram messages saying, would you ever sell these AUTOart signature models? I'm not in a position to sell any AUTOart signature models right now, maybe in the future, but I just thought I would address that because at least 3 or 4 a week in Instagram, people saying, would you sell any of them? And the answer for the time being is no. And I see why people are asking me, because I went on eBay and the other sites and you just don't see any real Koenigsegg AUTOart signature models anymore. I saw one for about £1,000 and a white one for around £800. I think the auction got up to, but I'm not sure if it actually sold. So these are extremely rare and extremely expensive, considering I bought this one directly from AUTOart for around £160 back in 2014, 2015. So I've had it for a long time in the collection, and it's been an amazing model, really. One of the best and the good AUTOart models that they've unfortunately stopped making and gone back to composite. So let's take a look around the model. I've got my bright light on it, hopefully it's giving you a good view, and I'll show you why these are considered to be the best model cars, die-cast model cars that you can buy right now on the market. So first of all, Koenigsegg is an incredible brand. Christian von Koenigsegg has made some of the fastest cars in the world. The Agera, the 1-to-1, the Agera RS all have world records, and they are some of the highly detailed cars that you could probably ever buy. This Agera is finished in the AUTOart metallic silver paintwork to match my CCX. Great colour by AUTOart, very well applied. You do get a metallic sparkle in the paintwork, which I really like, and I just think it's a bit better than the plain colours like the red or the white. When you get a good metallic colour, it sets off the lines of the car quite nicely, and I think AUTOart have done a great job. The main headlights are done, again, very realistic. You can even see the matching carbon fibre weave in the background. You've got the main lights, you've got the indicators, and you've got the running lights on the side. All done very nicely, all very highly detailed, and I can't really fault AUTOart on the main headlight detail. You've got two Koenigsegg badges on the front. You've got the crest right at the front where it normally sits. Again, you can see the Koenigsegg crest in there, very detailed. And then you've got the Koenigsegg in text sitting on a carbon fibre plaque, which looks really nice, and AUTOart have done a great job. You've got this very low and aggressive carbon fibre front splitter spanning the whole width of the model. Again, you can see the carbon fibre weave very clearly. It looks amazing, really gloss finish to match the metallic paintwork, and really sets off the front of the car. It looks a lot more aggressive compared to the CCX. And all of these openings around here, around the front, all finished in the metal mesh, which is standard practice for AUTOart signature models. really highly detailed. You've got the carbon fibre finished louvers above the two wheel arches. Again, finished in carbon fibre, looks amazing, and really ties it in with the whole front end of the model car. Anything black on this model car is finished or in carbon fibre decals. Looks phenomenal. The louvers are here on the front and on the rear to reduce the pressure in the wheel arches in order to aid downforce. So it's quite a efficient way to improve downforce. And I think it does look quite cool to have the louvers on there. So overall, the whole front of the model is a 9 out of 10 by AUTOart. I can't really think of anything that they've missed. Also, you've got the blue stripe with the yellow pin details around, which also runs through the interior and over the spoiler. Really good touch. Again, the finish of it is phenomenal, and it just looks really good coming down the center of the car. So let's come around the side of the model. Again, you can really just see how streamlined these Koenigseggs are. So low, so efficient, and you can see why they reach well over 200 miles an hour. So the wheel design on this one, I would admit there's not actually that much detail you can see. The wheels are finished in this matte black. You've got the Koenigsegg logo in the center. You can see the discs quite clearly. The discs are huge. They cover the whole wheel, which is what you would expect, because this car needs quite serious stopping power when you're going over 200 miles an hour. And the calipers are finished quite nicely as well, with the Koenigsegg text down the side of the caliper. Again, good detail. No tyre writing, which I always say. I think these cars do need some kind of tyre writing. You've got good detail on the rims as well. You can see the Koenigsegg logo just here, and the green outside of the wheel does look quite good. And overall, I think the wheels and the discs and the calipers all very AUTOart signature quality. You get what you paid for, and it looks very good, very highly detailed, quite realistic. So also other little details here as well is the carbon fibre side skirts here. Again, really nice, really glossy. You've got the silver mesh inside the air vents here, which is very nice, and you've got the Agera badge here, finished in the good silver and on a carbon fibre background. I'll open up the model after I've done the exterior. The everything opens up on this model, the front, the doors, the engine, and it's all very highly detailed. So coming around the side of the model, again, the rear wheels are done very good, as good as the front. You can see the calipers, the discs, the tyres. It's just all very, very high standards, which is typical of AUTOart signature. Even the side mirrors here are finished in carbon fibre. So let's come round to the rear of the model, where it gets really aggressive, I think. First of all, again, you can see everything in black is finished in carbon fibre. You've got this really aggressive rear diffuser, which just looks absolutely phenomenal by AUTOart. That's all finished in carbon fibre. You've got these metal mesh inside the grills here, which sits again in carbon fibre, and you can see the black metal mesh in all of the openings here. The spoiler in carbon fibre with the stripe running over it, and the rear louvers again finished in carbon fibre. You've also got the ghost emblem on the rear engine bay window. Now again, Koenigseggs are made in former hangars from the Swedish Air Force, and that Ghost used to be on the Swedish fighter planes. So I think Koenigsegg kept it, and it's been on all of their cars ever since, as a homage, I guess, to the Swedish Air Force. So I think that's quite a cool touch. I quite like that. I quite like that on there. But the whole rear of the model is superb by AUTOart, as you would expect. The lights are done very nicely. The brake lights, the reversing light, the exhaust is finished very well in this nice chrome and silver settings, and you can see the whole innings of the engine bay and how the exhaust comes in when I open that up in a minute. But again, it's phenomenal. The rear is as good as the front, and it's one of the best AUTOart models I've probably got in my collection. So let's come around the other side. Again, you can see it's very highly detailed. There's one thing that I might pull up on this model. I've owned quite a few of these Koenigsegg models and a lot of AUTOart signature models, and these door gaps on the side I think are quite large. What do you guys think in the comments? I mean, I know these doors open kind of outwards and then upwards. The design is a lot different compared to conventional doors, but the panel gap on the doors is quite big. Again, it's not a major problem. It doesn't look too bad out of place, but let me know in the comments what you think about the doors on the Koenigsegg models. But again, at this side you can also see the carbon fibre side skirts. You've got the air vents, you've got the carbon fibre side mirrors, the wheels are highly detailed, and yeah, that's the exterior of the model car. So let's open up everything and I'll show you guys the interior details as well. Okay guys, so I've got the front of the model up, and please forgive me, I don't think you can see too much in here. I've got my light on here, but the front is not, there's not too much to see in the front. AUTOart have left this space, so if you do wish to display a model without the roof, you can store the roof inside the front. It slots in quite nicely, and you can display it as a convertible, or you can, as I do, with the roof up. So again, nice touch by AUTOart. I like the fact that you can store the roof in here if you wanted to, but even though there's not much detail in terms of the plastic finish here, the struts that the front bonnet opens up on is very nice, very highly detailed. You can see the suspension in the front wheels. You can see the cooling, the pipes, the wishbones. You can see so much detail with the front wheels. It just really highlights how good AUTOart signature models are. So much hidden detail that you don't really see unless you start opening up everything, which I love about these AUTOart models. So that's the front compartment. Hasn't got a lot of detail, but the purpose of the front is to store the roof, so there's not going to be too much detail in there. So let's spin this round. I've got the doors open. I love how the doors open on the Koenigseggs. I think they're called these dihedral hydraulic doors, where they open outwards and then upwards. So it's almost like a Lamborghini door, but instead it comes outwards first, and you can actually avoid some quite high curves with this design. Again, Koenigsegg are always coming up with the next generation ideas, which I absolutely love. That's why I love the brand. But the interior, again, quite bare. It is a racy car. It's not going to have a lot of kind of air conditioning and other luxuries that you get in non-race cars. But you can see the pedals. You got good mats on the carpets. You can see a lot of carbon fibre details, and you got good, nice cloth seat belts, carbon fibre driving zone, really detailed dash, and yeah, you've got quite a bit of detail in there. Lots of different materials, which I like. It's not all just plastic, and I think AUTOart have done a great job. Now, to close the doors down, you just push them down gently like that until they've matched up, and then just slowly push it into place. I'm just going to use two hands because just to be on the safe side, like that. And that's how you close the doors, just in case. They can be quite delicate, so if you have this model, please be careful, and take your time when you're opening up the compartments. Again, look on this side as well. The panel gaps between the door and the front bonnet, I think it's quite a lot. What do you guys think? I think that's quite a big panel gap there for AUTOart signature, but hey, I mean, it's not that big of a deal when you look at everything else that this model offers. So let's open up kind of the gem of most AUTOart models, is the engine bay. Now, the engine bay on this is pretty much a work of art. Koenigsegg engine bays are always phenomenal. Now, this whole rear clamshell from the front all the way to the doors opens up in one big piece. So what you do is you open it up from just under the wheel arch like that. I wouldn't recommend lifting it up from the spoiler or from the rear window, because these two pieces are quite fragile, they're quite delicate. I prefer to go underneath the model and lift up the whole rear clamshell in one piece, and it opens up quite nicely and it should stay up. There you go. And you can see the inner workings of this amazing engine bay from Koenigsegg and AUTOart. Now you can see the famous triplex suspension unit designed by Koenigsegg. You can see the yellow springs which actually work. This is a fully working suspension, and you can see all of the carbon fibre details finished absolutely flawlessly by AUTOart. You can see the orange piping and hosing that's coming from the wheels to cool the calipers, cool the discs down. I think this is running a supercharged V8 engine, producing around about 12 to 1300 horsepower. So it's a really big engine, and you can see how the exhaust is made up and how all the piping and the hosing all integrates into one. But it's just phenomenally detailed by AUTOart. These are why these models are so valuable now. People have realised that the detail on these model cars are just second to none. I don't think you can get this type of detail for Koenigsegg models anywhere else. Yes, AUTOart do Koenigsegg models very well, but in terms of overall fully opening die-cast models, Koenigsegg is just, AUTOart is just phenomenal and one of the best. I mean, the engine bay here speaks for itself. Extremely highly detailed. Even the struts to open and close the engine bay are just so nice, and you don't feel like you're breaking anything or taking anything beyond its limits. It feels nice when you open it and close it, and it feels very sturdy, which is what you want to feel even if you're opening up the compartments. And that's really the model. Again, there's loads of other details on this model car. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about what you think. And yeah, please like and subscribe. If I have to give this model car a score out of 10, it's got to be 9, I think, or 9.5. There's not really much more AUTOart signature can do with their model cars. It's very highly detailed. It's skyrocketed in value. and it's one of the best models I've got in my collection. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, share the video with other collectors that you might know, and I'll see you guys very soon for the next video. Take care.